Welcome to Access Sportsnet. Lakers brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Chris McGee, Danny Green, big game, James Worthy. Lakers get the win to 2-0 in NBA Cup group play and balanced score in double figures. AR, Deandre, Ayton, and Luka all go over 20. And something we looked at in the pregame show, we wanted them to get better in this category. They did. 22 fast break points, James.
Yeah. 28 assists as a team, which is a good number. The ball was moving early. Luka made sure of that. I thought they got Ayton involved. In the paint, 60 points in the paint, Gator. They dominated there as well. So they did some critical things to start the game throughout the game. All 5 players. Effort was there, so it was a good team effort, and on to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, I like what they did second half. They kept pushing the pace. It got a little sloppy at times. They did have a good amount of turnovers again, ended up, I think, with 17. So they'll clean it up hopefully next game. They won't get away with that against Milwaukee. But ultimately, everybody got involved. You know, Luka did a great job. I think there was a point where he's working a little too much to bring the ball up the floor every time. But Austin Reaves came up big for them in the second half and ended up with 31, which was key. Not only win the game, but get a little cushion and get a little, added plus bonus.
To New Orleans, led him in scoring, as Danny said, with 31. It's Austin Reaves and Mike Trudell.
All right, Austin, 2-0 now in NBA Cup group play. Thanks for letting me get that out. Both wins on the road, so you got the Clippers and Mavs coming up. I know you also just wanted to take care of business to get a victory on this road trip that hasn't been the best so far. How important was that, and how did you guys get there?
Yeah, I mean, we can still, leave this 5-game road trip at a winning record if we go get one tomorrow night in Milwaukee. We know it'll be tough. Giannis is playing MVP level, and the supporting cast around that's playing really well as well. After the dud we threw out in Oklahoma City, you need to bounce back with a win. It's not easy when you get beat like that to bounce back with a win, and I thought we played really good for the most part tonight. We obviously got to clean some things up, but pretty good.
Did a lot of your damage in the fourth quarter, and some of it defensively, a number of steals, a block there in the middle of the lane. What did you see to try to impact the team that way?
I got a block.
Well, it was one of those, it looked like a rip or steal, but they called it a block. Sometimes when, at least initially, they may change it to a steal.
Interesting. I don't know if I've got a block all year, so I'll take it.
You know what I mean? When you swipe down and you get the ball, they sometimes rule it a block.
For sure. Just trying to win. I wish we could have closed that one out to start the fourth, but they went on, I think, a 10-0 run to start the quarter, and we got to do better. That unit with Luka on the bench, we got to be a net positive, and we've kind of struggled the last couple games, but we'll figure it out. We'll keep, learning how to play alongside one another, and we'll watch the film to see how we can get better.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Heavy load on the starters tonight. It's a long trip to Milwaukee. How do you try to just get your body right for a quick turnaround like that at the end of a long trip?
You go to sleep as soon as you get in tonight. Wake up, get some breakfast, and go do it again. That's the beautiful thing about our game is you play a lot of games. It's tough, but you have another night to prove yourself, to show everybody why we think we're a really good team.
All right, Austin, last one for you. Again, it's been a long trip. How do you guys how important is it to just close it in a positive note when you get back to crypto.com?
I think it's very important. We've had 2 of our worst games on the trip, but like I said, we can leave this 5-game road trip with a winning record, and that's tough to do early in the year when you're on the road for, I don't know, feels like we've been gone for 7 weeks. So, if we can leave this one 3-2, we'll take that and obviously flush the 2 really bad losses away.
All right, go get some rest, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right, thank you, Mike and Austin, and great performance by Austin Reaves, guys. It kind of felt like one of those Austin games that we're used to seeing, especially before that injury. 31 points, the efficiency, 9-16, getting to the line, 11-13, also adding the 7 assists, the 4 rebounds, just that all-around games. This is the best he's looked since he's come back, James.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, sitting out a couple games, get a little rusty, and coming back, he didn't really play the way he wanted to, but he, came back and played the way Austin Reaves can play. The Lakers, I think, really going to need his getting to the free throw lines. One game he got there, he was 21 for 22 in one game. Tonight he got there efficiently. So it's nice to see him back. They needed him tonight to have the spark in New Orleans to kind of put their fire out. And he came up big tonight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious it's the best he's looked since injury because I don't know if there was any other games outside OKC. It's night and day since the OKC game.
Right.
I'm not sure if there was another game or so before that. But yeah, aggressive. Him gets to the free throw line. Luka had 11 free throws in the first half, ended up with 13. He had 13 free throws. That's an interesting or a big dynamic of what they do. Luka missed a couple, which was, kind of strange, and he also missed a few. So they can clean that up. But, he looked great tonight. He looked healthy. Groin or whatever, hamstring, nothing looked like injured. And the 7 assists, he's top 6 in scoring and top 6 in assists in the league before coming tonight. I don't know if that still stands, but they mentioned that he was, top 10 in the league in both, and so was Luka. Luka's top 5 as well. So to have those two guys in the top 10 in scoring and assists, it's huge.
Yeah, it's been a great start for Austin. We had talked about this game possibly being a trap game, especially after you have that beatdown in OKC. You want to get rid of that one and move on. You got Milwaukee tomorrow night on a back-to-back. Everyone's looking forward to that one. Now it gives them a chance to go above 500 and finish 3-2 on the road trip. Milwaukee, by the way, is going into overtime at home right now against Charlotte. Giannis misses a shot at the buzzer with a chance to win that. So they're going to be a little tired as well.
You hope.
You hope. You hope. But I love the energy from this team tonight. They got Deandre Ayton involved early, the big three with 75 points when you look at Luka, AR, and Ayton. And you got to feel good for the big man, James. 5th double-double. He was 20 and 16, 10 of 11 from the field, and a team-high plus 35.
It means he didn't shoot enough.
He didn't shoot enough. He should have got more shots.
You need to shoot more shots.
They had that one nice spin move for the jam, too, which was aggressive.
Yeah.
Look, they're figuring it out. When he first got here the first couple of weeks, you could tell that he wasn't familiar. He was in, unfamiliar territory. The more he got to play with Austin Reaves, the more he got to play with Luka and some of the other guys and got the pick and dive, the pick and roll, got all that under control. That's his bread and butter, that little 8-footer, those little jump hooks in there. So he picks and rolls. When he rolls, he's a threat. That opens up things for other people when the weak side has to come and help. Someone else is getting a shot over there. So he's playing the game, in the right way for big with the Lakers in the center there.
I think he's one of those guys that you have to engage early to make sure he stays locked in throughout the whole game. And I want to credit Austin Reaves for getting him involved early. And a lot of Austin's early assists were to Deandre Ayton drop-offs and finding him and keeping him locked in. So just getting those easy baskets kept him locked in, running the floor. And even Luka did a great job, too. So, him getting those early baskets allowed his energy to stay, within the game throughout the whole 4 quarters. Because sometimes he's one of those guys, especially bigs, if you don't give them a bone or if they don't feel like they're involved, they start playing less defense. They stop rebounding as much. You got to keep him locked in. And I think, him getting those early touches from Austin Reaves and from Luka Doncic allowed him, to stay engaged throughout the whole game and be huge for them, not just on the scoring end, but rebounding, blocking shots. He said team high plus 35.
It's nice.
That's a lot of winning plays, not just scoring.
Especially after a tough outing as well in OKC. He didn't get many shots. He only had 6 points. It was good to get Ayton going early. Got to credit Luka as well. Just one of those Luka nights, 24 points, the 12 assists, the 6 rebounds. James, we had mentioned at halftime, just loved his energy, kind of the tone he set for this